Hey, this is Sonic Doom Mario with a video showing how to hit the par time on the second level of Halo 3 Crow's Nest on the Legendary difficulty in Halo the Master Chief Collection. So at the start of the level, just jump down here, pick up the battle rifle off the shelf, and then open this door up. The easiest way to get through this room, just run straight through it. You don't have to go over to the edges, just jump up onto the higher ledges before you get to the water. Open the door up here, pick up some frag grenades. You don't have to do much during the first 30 seconds or so of this level. A lot of it is just running through empty hallways. Just a good hint of advice here is just to try to memorize these hallways. It is easy to get lost and cost yourself some time. So when we open this door up, the warthog is going to be destroyed by some plasma grenades. Take out the first line of grunts you can do without getting too close to the plasma grenades, and then spam your battle rifle to take out the second line of grunts. I tried to throw a couple frag grenades to try to wipe out the jackals. You can get a good throw in and drop it in there perfectly. You can kill all of them. If not, just finish them off with the battle rifle. Be sure to pick up a plasma pistol while working your way down this hallway. There is one brute in the back. He carries a brute shot, so that's the quickest way to get rid of him before he causes any problems. Afterwards, go into this hallway. There's going to be a whole bunch of enemies at the other end of this hallway. The best way to take them out, throw grenades towards that left side of the end of the hallway. You can see we killed a lot of people with that grenade. It's largely carbine-wielding jackals and grunts. So now we're in the hangar, and we have to clear out several waves of enemies here before we can proceed in the level. So the first wave of enemies are just 2 jackals and then several grunts. We're going to clear up, we're going to take out all the enemies up here first, so let's get all these grunts. Afterwards, the remaining grunts are going to be on the bottom level. There's 3 on each side, so just headshot them. I use the coil on the other side. So now there's going to be 3 waves of phantoms that come in. So in between the waves of phantoms, what you want to do is keep your battle rifle up. Just come up here into this command center, pick up some battle rifle ammo off that shelf, and then wait for the phantom to come in. For whatever reason, I tried to stick that turret so it wouldn't bother us. It almost took me out instead. You don't have to do that, just stay out of the line of sight of the turret, and then wait for the phantom to drop in the Covenant. So there's going to be several grunts, jackals, and brutes. There is a brute up front, so I was able to hit it with a charged plasma pistol shot and quickly kill it, and then just use the battle rifle to clean up the rest of the enemies. There is one more brute, I believe, because the way the brutes and grunts and actually all the enemies here, they actually just climb up the ledges, and you're going to see that with the brute right there. So when they do that, they're essentially an easy target. I quickly took it out with the plasma pistol and battle rifle. So now the second wave of phantoms is going to come in, so we're going to use that opportunity to come back up here. Restock on battle rifle ammo. You want to keep that as high as you can during this segment. So there's going to be another wave of enemies. So you do have Marines helping you out, and I just headshotted one of them in the separated with my headshot. If one of them gets on the turret, that's actually good because they can do pretty decent damage, especially against the shield of the boat on the turret. You can do that too, but the risk is you're just a sitting target if you do that, and it's going to do a lot more vulnerable. So if the brutes are up front, you can quickly dispose of them with the plasma pistol and battle rifle. If they're in the way back, just use your battle rifle. You can just empty your battle rifle on them with headshots and you'll still kill them. So now we have one final phantom to deal with, so I just went back and replenished on battle rifle ammo. So this one doesn't come as far up as the first couple phantoms did. And you can see the brutes are way in the back, so I just headshotted the brutes to death. Your plasma bolt is more likely to miss them from that far out, and they're more likely to dodge it. So here we're just cleaning up the remaining enemies. You'll know you're all set with this area once you hear the sound of that pelican in the top right come out. I went down here just to check for any remaining enemies. Before you leave this area, you're going to want to pick up a deployable cover from that spot that I just walked on. It's very important that you pick one up for the next segment. So now we're going to go back to the start of the level, but there's a big fight with the drones that we have to do right before that. So on our way back, you might pick up some battle rifle ammo. You don't need maximum ammo for the next segment, just a decent amount of ammo for a backup purpose. So down this hallway, there's going to be a lot of plasma pistols. Try to pick up the one with the most ammo in it possible. Remember, you can only pick up a fresher plasma pistol if it has more ammo than the one you currently have. If you can find one with its ammo in the 80s, that's good. Sometimes you'll luck out and get one in the 90s, which is what I did. You can see I just walked up to that door as well. Don't know why, but there's a lot of backtracking in this level. That's a lot of what Crow's Nest is. So now we're back in one of the areas near the start, and what I like to do here is I try to take that drone out before he picks the Marine up and carries them away. But what you want to do now is go up to this higher mount, throw down that deployable cover right in front of the turret, get on the turret, and then just start going to town on all of these drones that come out of that pipe up top. And you can see you can actually rack up a whole bunch of Killionaires here. Just hold down the fire button. You can actually shoot bullets from behind the deployable cover, but the enemies can't shoot through the front of it, so you're at no risk of being hit from this position. The only possible issue here is sometimes there is a drone or two that can fly around the deployable cover. As long as he doesn't get directly behind you, you can swing the turret at him and kill him, but fortunately that didn't happen here. But once you stop getting the Killionaire medals, I like to just get off the turret, go back down here, and just clean up the remaining few straggling drones. Usually there aren't more than just a few left. If your targeting reticle turns red on a drone, you know it's alive, and you can kind of see it standing upright as well. But the Marines will open up that door as soon as you're done, so now we're back at the start of the level. Be sure to restock on some battle rifle ammo. It's very important for the upcoming section. So there's nothing we really have to do here. We can ignore that speech by Miranda Keys. Just head down here, open the two doors, and then this part right here I think is the toughest part of the whole level. There is a way to skip it, but I'm not too good at it. I tried to stick that brute. I picked up that gravity lift and I used it to get up here. This is, I think, the safest area from the brutes in this room. And the quickest way to kill these brutes again is use the plasma pistol to strip their shields and then finish them off with a headshot. So one of the reasons why I had to switch out that plasma pistol earlier, because we're going to need a lot of plasma pistol ammo for the segment. And there's also a plasma pistol, you're going to see it in a second. It's right in that opening on the floor right there. And that one actually has full ammo, that has 100. So by bringing in this plasma pistol with near maximum ammo, we effectively have 2 plasma pistols to use in this section. And a lot of this is also luck-based, it depends on how aggressive the brutes are. And I got a little bit lucky here because that brute dropped the Regenerator, and that Regenerator is going to prove very handy momentarily. But yeah, it also depends on how many brutes come up here and attack you. You don't want to try to hit that chieftain in the back because you might prematurely agitate him and he'll come after you. You want to save him till last. Here I'm looking for the any remaining brutes, but the second wave of brutes now comes in. Whenever you're running low on your current plasma pistol, just pick up that plasma pistol that's at that opening. Remember, it has full ammo. So we just lost our shields, but again, this is why the Regenerator is very helpful here. Just throw that Regenerator down, get the shields back. We can actually be more aggressive too, because if we get hit, we'll get our shields right back while we're under the Regenerator. And it saves a lot of time too, because once you lose your shield, you're supposed to retreat, duck for cover, wait for a few seconds for your shields to come back. So here we finish off the remaining brutes. All that's left is that chieftain with the gravity hammer. He's now activating his invincibility. There's no need to kill him, and it's just very risky to try to kill him. So the best way to get rid of him is just get him tangled up there and then just run away, because it'll take him a while for him to come back down here. So just head up to where all the brutes are, go through this door on the right, and then just jump down into this pit. And we've passed what I think is the toughest part of the level. It doesn't mean the rest of the level is going to be a breeze, but that was definitely the toughest part right there. And now we have our first Cortana slowdown. So there's going to be these drones in this section that come in and out of the walls. As long as you don't engage with them or touch them or shoot at them, they shouldn't attack you. So I was actually able to get through there without being attacked once. So now we're going to meet up with the Arbiter, who's attacking a couple drones for us. And actually get a little bit fortunate here, because one of the drones does die on the ground. So I'm able to pick up his plasma pistol and get a much more fresh plasma pistol. So this part with the barracks and the brutes is tough, but we do have the Arbiter helping us out here. He has a plasma rifle which can completely obliterate the shields of these brutes. Now most speedrunners use a trick to use a gravity hammer and get across that gap outside the barracks and skip the barracks altogether, but I'm not too good at that skip, so I'm going to show you how I can get through these barracks as quickly as possible. So over here we're going to have some jackals up on the higher ledges. You're going to want to take them out when you have a chance. You don't want to get too ahead of yourself here. Let the Arbiter go first, because there are a lot of brutes. I usually just let the Arbiter go first, let him attack the brutes. And when he strips them of the shields with his plasma rifles, I just finish the brute off with a headshot. And up there, I killed a jackal. I don't know why I didn't get a plasma pistol. I could have used a little bit more ammo, which is going to make the last part of this area tougher. But you can see the brute was getting attacked by the Arbiter and had weakened his shield enough that I was able to finish it with a single headshot. There's a couple more brutes up there. I just killed one. He already had his shields off, so I killed him. There's a Regenerator right there. I don't know why I didn't pick it up. It definitely would have come in handy in this part. I don't know why I'm holding onto this deployable cover. So there's one more brute up there. That goes through being pretty evasive with my charged plasma pistol bolts. I'm able to get him on this third and final one. I'm trying to avoid getting brute shotted at the same time. So now we're able to continue. There isn't much in this section. There was a brute at the end who sidestepped what was my final charged plasma pistol shot. So now a lot of what I have to do, once I go back and get that other plasma pistol, is to improvise from trying to use the frag grenades to weaken the brutes. I could go back and get that plasma pistol, but I'd rather just keep the pace of this level going and not have to use any time up here. This is one of the tougher levels to speedrun and hit the par time on, especially on Legendary, without doing any major skips. So this is the final part of the barracks right here, and definitely the toughest part. The brutes threw up a bubble shield, so I can't be as aggressive with them as I normally can. There's also a chieftain brute carrying a plasma turret, so if you step in front of him, it is likely to obliterate you and likely kill you. So over here, like I said, I'm just trying to improvise, try to flush them out with grenades, but I can't because of that bubble shield. So yeah, what you're going to see up here, I'm going to try to stick this brute. I end up throwing the spike grenade on that box, so I almost killed myself in the process. And I actually didn't do too much here. It turns out the Arbiter just went in and finished everything off. And like I said, the Arbiter is probably one of the best friendly AIs in any game. He'll just go in there and take things out for you. He even ends up going in there and takes out that chieftain brute, so I got very fortunate here. So once you've killed everyone, there's actually one more brute here. I'm going to just finish him off. And you can see how quickly the plasma rifle takes the shields out. So you don't need a plasma pistol for the next segment. You can get a plasma rifle instead. The plasma rifle is also very effective at taking down shields. I also picked up that brute's regenerator. It's actually going to come in handy for the next segment. So that was also probably the second toughest part of this level right here. So the rest of this level isn't too bad. We just have one more tricky part coming up with the jetpack brutes. I'm just activating this elevator. So while we're waiting, the par time in this level is 20 minutes, which if you don't screw up, if everything goes right, that's just enough time to hit the par time on Legendary. If you're going for the devastating achievement, which is to beat this game under 3 hours on Legendary, this is a level that you don't have to hit the par time on. If you're within a couple minutes of the par time, it's not too bad of a time to have. So we did rescue a couple of Marines. So it's us, the Marines, the Arbiter, and they will help out a bit during the next segment. So as soon as we get out of the lift, there's going to be a whole bunch of jetpack brutes, and the Arbiter will help us out in this segment, and then after that we're on our own for the rest of the level. So you can see how quickly the plasma rifle takes down the shields of the brutes. It only takes a couple hits, so you don't need a plasma pistol here. Plus, how many times can you actually get to effectively use the plasma rifle in Halo? It's a pretty cool weapon in this game. And not only that, having the plasma rifle will let you take some heat off the battle rifle, because sure, you can use the battle rifle to take out a brute single-handedly, but the ammo that you use will eventually add up, so it's a lot more efficient to just strip their shields with a plasma rifle than finish them off with a headshot. And then watch out for whoever the Arbiter attacks, because if the Arbiter can hit someone and take their shields out, you can finish them off with a headshot. If you start running low on battle rifle ammo, which I wasn't there, but there are some shelves just behind us that contain battle rifle ammo. So at this point, we're just finishing off the rest of the brutes. Some of them do get over here. Again, it's not too bad, they're not too menacing. So there's one. Here comes another one. He gets off just in time as I try to stick him. And again, we can't continue in this area until we've completely killed all of the jetpack brutes. So I throw down the Regenerator. I was low on shields. I just wanted to keep the pace of this game going. And sometimes the remaining straggling brutes will be up there on that roof of that command center. If you're having trouble trying to progress in this game, you're not getting any audio or video cue, which I believe Johnson radios in here and tells you that he'll cover you from the drones. So once everybody's dead, before we continue, head up these stairs. This is going to lead up to that command center, and we're going to grab a power-up that we will absolutely need for the end of the level. And again, if there's any brutes that you haven't killed, they're not going to be in this hallway, but they're likely going to be in and around the command center, especially on the roof. So here we are at the top, just going to this little office. Pick up that cloaking device. There's two of them, so if you have a co-op buddy, they can get one too. Pick that up off the ground, and then the fastest way down, just jump on the air conditioner, jump on the roof. I tried to replace that plasma rifle, see if it had more ammo than the one I currently had. Turns out it didn't. But we don't really need the plasma rifle for the rest of this level anymore, so now we're just going to continue. So yeah, here's where all the drones come out, but again, Johnson takes care of them for you, and by the time you come to this area after picking up that cloaking from that command center, the drones have already been taken care of, so they shouldn't be an issue. And like I said, we no longer have the Arbiter with us, we're just on our own for the rest of this level. This is actually a little bit of a dead spot right here. There's not much we can do right here, and of course we get another Cortana slowdown. So we're going to open this door up, and then take that grunt out on the turret. There's going to be a couple more jackals down here, and at the bottom of these ramps is going to be another grunt on the turret. So just take out the jackals, just flinch them with the battle rifle, and that'll explode their head. I took out that grunt on the turret. Before you continue, just turn around, get some battle rifle ammo, so that way you're maxed out for the next segment. And then continue down this hallway. You only want to do that once. You don't want to have to waste time, come back up here and restock, because you're not going to really need the battle rifle much after this segment. So that jackal had his head exposed, so I was able to get a quick headshot on him. The jackals aren't the issues here. There's 2 turrets in the back. There's also a whole bunch of grunts, and they love to just jump on those turrets by default. So if you kill one grunt, there will be a grunt right behind it who gets on a turret. So try to take those out. If you have an opening, you can throw a sticky grenade onto one of the turrets to destroy them and take away those weapons for the grunts. You can see right there again, the turrets are very powerful in this game. I had to get out of its line of fire. And I did have an opening to stick that turret with a plasma grenade. Now up here is a very tricky part, which I had to duck out of there. There's a grunt on the turret. But up ahead there are 2 sniping jackals. You want to duck just so their legs will be visible. You don't want to go all the way up and completely reveal yourself to them. As long as you can get their legs and start shooting them, keep shooting them until you see that score indicator pop up in the corner. And then once they're dead, it's safe to come out here and kill any remaining grunts. But now we're going to be back in the start of the level in the main command center. And this is why we got that cloaking device earlier. There's a lot of brutes here. You want to try to get up as far into this room as possible, then activate the cloak. And then just jump over these brutes. Don't touch any of them. Set that bomb off, get past the brutes, and then jump back into here. And again, there's 1 brute on a turret, there's 1 brute that carries a fuel rod gun, so without the invisibility, that section becomes significantly harder. And thankfully, we were able to get out of there before our camouflage ran out, and we did get spotted by the brutes. So by this point, I just took out a couple grunts. There are some carbine jackals, I believe, in this area, and if they have a clean shot, they'll hit you a couple times, but as long as you don't get beaten too bad, you should be fine. And here we are with yet another Cortana slowdown. So we're pretty much in the clear at this point. There's just one more tricky area that could trip you up. And it's this hallway right here. You're going to see a whole bunch of grunts and then a whole bunch of drones fly by. The grunts will actually attack you. I just dropped a frag grenade in there to try to disorient them, kill them. And you can see we're getting hit. We're low on shields, and I think we're about to have no shields in a second. But just get past that crate, and then once you're in that hallway, you're good to go. There's nothing in this hallway that can kill you. We're going to be back up to full shields. We're going to be in the hangar in a second. And at this point, a lot of the enemies are just going to be running, scattering, and here comes yet another Cortana slowdown. I really wish there was a way to skip these in this game. It's one of the reasons why I don't like trying to speedrun the level Cortana, because those just pop up constantly. But here, again, there's a lot of enemies here, or a lot of grunts and jackals. And they're all just scattering, running around. They're not really focused on you. I just tried to throw a grenade to set them off even more. But at this point, maybe only 1 or 2 enemies will attack you, but just get in here, get into this lift, and activate the switch. Now the problem here is we're at the end of the level. There's nothing we have to do at this point. We just have to wait for the level to end. But during this time, and it's going to take about 30 seconds or so, I think maybe a little less than that, but again, Cortana just popped up in our mind again. There's nothing we can do here. We're just waiting for this elevator to descend, and then we have this black screen. And during this whole time, the in-game clock is running, even though there's nothing you can do. Like, I really think that this level should end as soon as you hit the switch, and then it can go to a cutscene with this. But yeah, this part was poorly designed, because you can see the clock is just running in the corner and just cost us 30 seconds. Not much you can do there, but I really wish it would just end as soon as you hit the switch to activate the elevator. It's kind of like the beginning of the storm when you have to get, when you're in that Warthog to start the level, and you can't control the Warthog. You have no control over yourself for the first 20 seconds or so. It's just a 20-second penalty at the start of the level. This level gives you a 30-second penalty at the end of the level. So you can see our time here, 18 minutes, 43 seconds. We actually hit the par time, and that's actually my new best time as of this recording. So pretty exciting on my end. But I hope this video helps out, and I will see you next time.